Welcome back, trainers. So in this video, we're going to be going over quite a bit of information. So let's get into it. This is going to be kind of like a news flash here. And then we're going to go over some Lugia counters. So first off, I'm just going to give you the news straight up. So we have Go Battle Night tomorrow, starting at 6 p.m. until midnight, in which you're going to be able to do what we thought 100 battles in the Flying Cup, but we're going to be able to do any league, okay? And make sure you do your sets before Go Battle League at 6 p.m. because you're going to be able to do an additional 5 sets. So let's go, 125 battles. I have a feeling a lot of people are going to be able to get to their rank 10. So speaking of rank, this one's coming from Cerebi, another trusted source here, and shout out to Ghost Stadium as well. I will have a link to their Twitter. Now for this one here, this is very interesting. Niantic did have an interview in which they talked about Season 6 for the Go Battle League. So let's see what they have to say here. So with Season 6, rather than being 10 ranks, there will be 24 ranks. Are you kidding me? The first 20 will be obtained by wins only, while the top 4 are based on ratings. The top 4 are going to be called Elite, Veteran, Master, and Battle Freaking Legend. All right. Ain't that something? All right. There will also be a goal of having a big esport event for Pokemon Go. Okay. Well, regarding that, I've personally been in the spotlight for that, and honestly, all I have to say is GPS signal not found. All right, so I also was able to get my code for the Grubhub, so make sure you go into your email if you did sign up for this and check your promotions so you can get that code, and then you will be able to get that medal to confirm that you're locked in and ready to go for this event that is going to be taking place on the 8th. And that will be going down from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. So you can look forward to shiny Ferroseed. Let's get it. As well as Mawwiles in the wild. Now taking a look at this image here by Couple of Gaming, we can just quickly go over the IVs and then we'll go into counters specifically. So non-weather boosted 100% IV is going to be 2115. Under windy weather, 100% IV is going to be 2645. You're going to be able to get shiny potentially, and every single Lugia that you do catch will have the signature move Aeroblast. Don't think it's going to be using it against us, but Aeroblast is going to be very interesting. We're actually going to take a look at that at the end of the video because Pvpoke has put together the stats and they have actually been reworked. So taking a look at straight up without any weather boost top counters, including Shadow and Legendary, you're going to have Mega Gengar, Shadow Raikou, Shadow Weavile, Shadow Electivire, Shadow Magnezone, and Shadow Zapdos. So Mega Gengar is going to be at the top. You're going to see that throughout this entire thing here. It's just going to be that good going up against it. And then taking a look for the next set here, you have Shadow Tyranitar, Mega Houndoom, unfortunately getting a little behind here because of those shadows just pulling up that massive damage, Zekrom, Shadow Mewtwo, Darkrai, and Giratina at that number 12 spot. Those are going to be your top counters without any sort of weather boost. Now, going over the top counters without any shadows, you're going to have Mega Gengar, Mega Houndoom, Zekrom, Darkrai, Giratina Origin Form, and Rhyperior. So there you go. You have that Mega Houndoom coming up. If you're not the kind of person who likes to invest in shadow Pokemon, well, you're going to be able to use your Mega Houndoom or Mega Gengar. Now, what you can do is somebody can have Mega Gengar and then somebody can have Mega Houndoom. So you'll be getting the boost for both Ghost and Dark type if you did have a mix between both of the teams, and you will be able to help out your opponents in the process of doing that and take this Lugia down fast. So going over the next ones here without any shadows, you do have Weavile, regular, Raikou, regular, well, I don't need to say regular, Galarian, Germanitan, Magnezone, Electivire, and Terrakion with those rock moves. Going even further down the list without any sort of shadows or weather boosts, I thought I'd throw these in here for the people who just had, all kinds of stuff. You have Chandelure, Rampardos, Zapdos, Mamoswine, Luxray, and Hydreigon. Now, going over rainy weather, looks like Gengar is actually going to lose that number 1 spot. You're going to have Zekrom, as a matter of fact, then Mega Gengar, Electivire, Raikou, Magnezone, and Zapdos. Now, keep in mind, if they have a shadow form, that one is going to be on top, but I was deciding to exclude them for the remainder of the counters here. So going on to the next page, we have regular I keep saying regular. You have Luxray, then Mega Houndoom, Jolteon, Darkrai, Alolan Golem, and Giratina Origin Form in that 12th spot. So going over partly cloudy weather, you're going to have Mega Gengar at the top, then Rhyperior with the Community Day, Rock Wrecker, of course, Terrakion, Rampardos, Tyranitar, and then Mega Houndoom. So I'm kind of just giving you guys, the ideas of what you should prepare for depending upon the weather, because it will make a difference. You cannot duo this thing. This legendary raid is tough. Lugia is a tough legendary raid. For the next page, for partly cloudy weather, you're going to have Zekrom, Darkrai, Aerodactyl finally there with those rock moves, Regigigas with Hidden Power Rock. Okay, you have to have Hidden Power Rock, Gigalith, and then Giratina Origin. All right, so moving on to partly cloudy weather. If you're one of the lucky few to actually receive this in the game, all right, and it's not at 3 in the morning and lasts for 30 minutes, you have Mega Gengar with an incredible time, Mega Houndoom also incredible time, Darkrai, Giratina Origin, Chandelure, and Hydreigon. This is incredible. If you're able to get this, you're going to be able to take it down pretty quick. No, you can't duo it. You still can't duo it. This thing is just too tough, guys. Even with partly cloudy weather and 2 people using a Mega Gengar or Houndoom combo or Dark type, Ghost types in the back to get the boost, it ain't happening, right? Moving down the list for the foggy weather, we have Weavile, Zekrom, Mewtwo, Tyranitar, regular Gengar, and then Honchkrow. So regular Gengar, as you can see, is going to be fainting out a whole lot. So yeah, it does damage, but it, I guess you can use it depending upon your strategy. Now, taking a look at Pvpoke, let's go ahead and see where Lugia with Aeroblast is going to be landing. It looks like in Open Master, it's going to be ranked 3 and is also pushing Melmetal to the top because of that, I do believe. So pretty awesome. As you can see, the counters that are going to be taking it out are going to be a lot of steel types, right? So it's calling for Sky Attack, Aeroblast, and then Future Sight, and then Hydro Pump finally at the end, as well as Dragon Tail for the quick move. All right, so let's go ahead and just type in the name and then go into the Ultra League here, just to, just to look around, just to poke around to see what we have going on here. So it's going to be good up against Swampert, Cresselia, Escavalier, Obstagoon, and Venusaur. All right, and then it's going to be calling for Dragon Tail, Sky Attack, and not so much Aeroblast, right? That's not where it's going to be shining with that move. And then we're going to go ahead and take a look at the percentage for the win rate of it with Aeroblast and then with the other moves to see how much of a difference it will make in the Master League. And I'm going to tell you, it's by a couple percentages and not really that much. But I'm not saying Aeroblast is not going to be great, because if you do get the buff, oh boy, Lugia with a buff, let's get it. So I just wanted to see what the matchup against Azumarill would look like, and it looks like the Lugia is going to be losing barely by 2 HP. That's at an even perfect IVs that they do have in the Pvpoke here. So, hey, it's not so bad of a loss there. Just taking a look at some other matchups here, I just wanted to see exactly how it did work out. And going up against Toxicroak here, I'm going to be taking off both charge moves, and you're going to see that Lugia can still take out Toxicroak with just Extra Sensory, as you can see there, and getting hit by a Sludge Bomb, or shielding it actually, because you do have one shield scenario there. And then let's see, it's going to be shining in Master League, period, right? So let's go ahead and do the percentages like we said for that, so we can see here. All right, so with Aeroblast, it's sitting at an 88%. So let's go ahead and take off Aeroblast and put in Future Sight here, and now let's see the percentage. It's sitting at 87. So as you can see, not much of a difference at all. And then moving into the Hydro Pump, it's actually going to be sitting at an 86. So yeah, Aeroblast is going to be pretty good. And we just have to get hands-on before we can say anything more. We can look at the Sims all day. Now, taking a look at some of the Lugias in my collection, I have a lot more. I had a lot more. I've transferred them because I'm sick of them. Well, I was at least, because they kept bringing them back, They bring it back a shiny, but we were waiting for the Aeroblast. It's finally here, and yes, I will be going out there to try to get one. And as you can see, the dates on these that I did catch, and I have that maxed out garbage. And then the next day I caught a 98. That's so lovely. But I made a video, and then I have one of my most prized possessions here, a shiny Lugia in the Great League. Traded and tanked the IVs. That's the only way you can do that. And it has a secondary move. I will be using an Elite Charge TM on this to get Aeroblast. Maybe, I think. We'll see. A little excited. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll be catching you all next time.
It's not so bad. My tears don't come.